Hello, collectors out there in YouTube land. Thank you for tuning in to only my second video on this channel. If you have not watched the first video, please go back and watch that, as it'll give you a little bit of background about what I'm about to talk about today. And hope you had your coffee. I'm a huge coffee fan / addict. So seeing this nice steaming cup of coffee makes me want to go grab another one. But let's go on with the video first of all. So I am simulation gaming, and on this channel I'm going to focus on games that involve a lot of different simulation rather than the arcade kind of aspect of it. As I mentioned in the first video, growing up, I loved the simulation, the numbers, the statistics, the facts, keeping track of all that for different sports games. And this channel will not just focus on sports, it will focus on different apps. And again, if you haven't and you enjoy the content, please subscribe to the channel, like, share, leave a comment. That helps the YouTube algorithms kind of promote the channel a little bit more. And we are going to be continuing on with our discussion about the app known as Quidd. So if you've watched the first video, you've probably gone and downloaded already. If you are a longtime user of Quidd, you probably won't find a lot of new information in this video. This is more geared towards the new users, but I thank you for watching and tuning in. And if you are a regular user of Quidd, leave a comment. Let me know what your username is. I've probably done some transactions and trading in the past with you. So it's kind of cool to find out, which Quidd users are coming across this channel. So thank you again for tuning in. My name on Quidd is Laptop Hound, so that's how you can find me on Quidd. Feel free to leave me a message there saying, hey, I saw your channel, I like your content, keep doing what you're doing, or to look over my marketplace listings. And let's continue on and talk a little bit more about what the Quidd app can offer you. At the end of the last video, we left off on showing you how to purchase packs, how to sell different items that you might want to sell, how to kind of evaluate how much to sell something for. So if you watched that video and recently downloaded Quidd, you'll notice that I did post one item on there, and in the video I said it was item number 20,000 and something. However, and I'm kind of glad this happened because it's kind of good to point out, is when you sell an item, you will notice that whatever you sold that item for is converted to your cash account. Now, when Quidd cashes you out, you are allowed to cash out once you hit a value of $100 or more. So if you sell something for 15 cents or 30 cents, you can't cash out right away. There is a verification process and an account process you have to set up. Very easy to do. Once your account is verified and you reach the $100 or more, then you can cash that out. And every Friday for many weeks in a row, Quidd has cashed out users that have requested it of $100 or more. Very simple process. And once you go through the verification once, it is there pretty much forever. So in the last video, I did list something for 15 cents. Here is that item here. And when I listed the item, I had thought that I listed an item that was a serial number of 22,000. Got to be careful because sometimes you list a lower number than you intended. So I'm going to go back and edit that listing, which is still there. I'm going to delete that one by pushing the little trash can at the top. and I'm going to go down and click sell another. So when you go and sell an item, it automatically defaults to whatever your lowest number is. In this case, 2,170 out of 30,000. So you have to make sure that you pick the item that you want to sell. Okay, then you click the next. And it may take a while, but you have to kind of wait until the computer kicks in, that Quidd kicks in, and actually lists the item that you picked. Because initially it will have your lowest item. So now that I know it is at 22,000, now I can relist it for 15 cents. I can go and again, I can put in some backgrounds, and sometimes your app will crash as it's listing. That's normal. I have an older iPhone, so it crashes a little bit more than the newer technology will. I'll go back. I'll find the item. And there it is right there. It is listed for 15 cents. And now I can wait and hopefully someone will purchase it. As I mentioned before though, higher print numbers tend not to sell as easily, and definitely for not a big amount, especially when there's 130 other listings there. So that is a little fix, a little quirk I wanted to show you when you list things. So as you see my for sale items here, I have a bunch of things for sale with different backgrounds, different prices from different licenses, including from the Star Trek license, because hey, who wouldn't want a cool set of cats in a Star Trek uniform? And appropriately titled, Aww. Lots of cool things here on Quidd, guys. If you're new to Quidd, explore, check things out, and feel free to list or purchase items that you may be interested in. So today I want to focus more so on the fandoms that are out there in Quidd. So I haven't counted all of them, but there are, I'm going to guess, maybe 50 to 75 different fandoms out there. Some of these Quidd no longer produces original content for because they do not have the license, and some of these they do continue to produce content for. So popular TV shows, Game of Thrones has had many different sets. Now, again, when you are collecting, if you have completely finished off a set, you'll see the full icon. If you have not completed a set, you will see only part of that icon. So for this part of the Game of Thrones, you'll notice that I've got 4 versions of this first pop figure, but I have none of the other ones. I can go to the marketplace, I can click on the listings, and I can say, hey, there's one there for $500. I think I'll pass on that one. Or I can say, wow, there's one for $2.30. A little bit more affordable. And because I'm not a huge Game of Thrones collector, for me, the cheapest is one that I'd probably be the most interested in. As you'll see in my Game of Thrones collection, I don't have a lot of the sets that have been produced in the past for Game of Thrones. However, if I go to a set that I have been interested more in, so let's look at, let's go to the Paul Frank set. So if I click on the Paul Frank set, you'll see that they've only produced 4 of them. I have completed all 4 of the Paul Frank sets. And if I click on it, you'll see all the different stickers. This is a sticker set, so you'll see all the different stickers that I own for that specific set. So again, I can click on a specific item. There's only one listing there. $2.99 for print number 125 out of 240. Okay, this is an extremely small set, so that's a pretty good price. If I was a Paul Frank fan and I wanted to collect all the stickers in this set, that's a decent price for a low print circulation. So again, it's got all the different sets there. It's got all the different stickers that are part of that set. And again, I can click on one of them. I can go and look at the listings. Now you'll notice on this one, this is second edition. So we talked about editions before, where once a set sells out, they will reproduce it in the next edition. And so because the first edition had 700 of this sticker, the second edition has 1400. So they always double it. Once that sells out, the third edition will have 2800. They double it again. Again, if you're a hardcore collector, the second, third, fourth, fifth editions are not as valuable. However, if you're just going to collect the set and edition does not matter to you, then you'll look for whichever edition that has the cheapest price for that particular sticker or for a card. So that's the Paul Frank one. Powder Puff Girls, if you're a fan of Powder Puff Girls, you can go and you can find the specific cards and stickers that you enjoy. Some of the sets, some of the material is original Quidd items. So there are a few channels like Quidd Labs that produces content directly from Quidd and doesn't require that specific license for them to produce material for. So Quidd Labs is a very cool channel where they celebrate different occasions during the year, Chinese New Year, different elections, St. Patrick's Day, and they produce sets with content around those occasions. Rick and Morty, another very popular channel over the last 4 or 5 years that it has been on Quidd. Again, Quidd does not have the license anymore for Rick and Morty. However, if you are a fan and you've just downloaded, you can go and you can find lots of material available. So I own 4 I guess animations or stickers from this set. If I want to find one for one I'm missing, I clicked on the listings and you'll see there's 6 of them available. 4 of them are first edition, 2 of them are second edition. Second edition ones are a lot cheaper. So if I don't care about print number and edition, I'll pay the 15 cents. If I do care and want to invest in Rick and Morty and sell it at a future time, I'm probably more likely to buy a first edition. Now, one other thing I want to show you, that no matter what channel that you purchase items for, every channel has a ranking system. So if I click on the Toy Story channel, which has maybe 40 different sets associated with it, at the top here, you'll see that I am ranked 17th in this channel. So the ranking depends on how many items from the channel you own and the print numbers that you own as well. The more lower print numbers you own and the more items you own will move you up and down on that channel ranking. So the more dedicated, the more passionate, the hardcore collectors that love Toy Story and want the best prints available, they're likely to be higher ranked on the channel. So I'm ranked number 17 on Toy Story. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Now, on the channel as well, within each set, if I click on one of the sets, there is a ranking for that set as well. So in this set, there were 8 stickers. I've completed 8 out of 8. My score, based on the print number, is 1,542, which ranks me 2,474th. So I can click on that and I can see who is ranked higher than me. Many people are ranked higher than me on this set. Or if I just want to see kind of a top 10 or a top 20 rankings, I can click on the set. Brings me to the splash screen for that set. I scroll down and I see the most valuable rankings there. So pretty cool. You can see where you rank on each set, and it also shows you the first to complete. So Brian was the first to complete this Toy Story set, and it gives the actual date and time that he completed the set. So he was 16 minutes ahead of the next user. Myself, I'm way down here, over 3,000. So I completed the set, a day later, and that's my ranking for completion of the set. So there's so many nuances to this collecting app. It's not just about buying your favorite stickers or buying your favorite cards, but there's also this ranking system that comes into play as well. Each set as well has something known as shinies. So if I click on the shinies, you'll see the ones that I own for the Valiant set, which has probably one of the top 10 artwork sets in all of Quidd. If you love comic books, if you love animation, you want to collect Valiant. Has some of the best artwork. So you'll see I am ranked number 37th on the Valiant set. Not a bad number. You'll see the shinies, and the shinies are inserts that are much rarer than the typical card. So let me show you one example. So I'm going to go to this shiny here. I'm going to go to the set that it was part of. And so in this set, LiQWYD, Guardians Part 1, some of the cards had special inserts. So the first one here, when I click on it, you'll see what the regular artwork looks like. Okay, there's the regular artwork. Now it also shows with this little yellow star that I also was lucky enough to open up one of these shinies. So to see what a shiny looks like for this card, I go to Switch Prints, click on the shiny. There's the shiny version, which I guess was the original version I showed you. Go to Switch Prints. I'll pick a non-shiny version. And there you see the non. That's the regular version that most people would get of this card. So it's just that little bit extra. I'll show you another one. Okay, so here's this card here. Print number 6 out of 750, so that's a really low number. Here's the regular version look of that card. There we go. If I want to see my shiny version, I'll scroll down until I see that little yellow star at the bottom. I'll load it up. And there is the shiny version with a cool kind of glowing blue border around it. So some shinies will look completely different from the original artwork. Some will just have a different border or might have a special effect around it. But they are rarer and they can potentially sell for a lot more than the regular version of that card. So let's see if there are some on the marketplace. So here is the regular version of the card. I'm going to switch prints one more time to show you the shiny version. Okay, it's got the blue border. Let's go to the marketplace. Let's look at how much these are selling for. And this one here, you'll see that the person that is selling the shiny has got it for a price of $4.99, which in my opinion is a reasonable amount because, you know, these are rarer. They're not as many of them. We don't know exactly how many shinies are produced in each set. There may be 5, there may be 10, there may be 20. But in a set of 750, I'm betting there are probably no more than 5 to 10 shinies of this particular card. So for $4.99, if you're a Valiant fan and just getting into collecting the series, that's a pretty good price for that card. And in my opinion, down the line, you may be able to sell that card for $10 or $15 as more collectors come to the app. So that's a little bit more detail about shinies. One last thing I want to show you in this video is the awards. Sometimes there are rewards or awards attached to collecting sets. So when you collect a set, if you achieve a certain rank, the top 10, the top 20, or simply collect all the cards in that set, Quidd will give you an award. And after 3 days or 5 days or 7 days or whatever the duration of this challenge is, you go open the pack and you get your Quidd award. So this is one award I received. 136 Quidd users received this award. Has the little tag there beside it. 48, is my number. And I can go and see that there are 7 or 8 people that are selling it. So I can say, hey, I really like this award. I have number 48. I want a lower number. This is a really good price for number 28, $1.75. I'm going to go and thank you, Moon Rock Andy, for such a reasonable price. I'm going to go and buy that award. So now I have 2 of them. I have number 28 and I have number 48. So just something you can do along the way in your collecting is try and achieve award status. And so when Quidd releases a set, like this Neopet set, they will provide checklists, and in these checklists, they will indicate what the challenges are, what the rewards will be. So the top 10 most valuable finishers of this set, when the deadline hits, will get 1 award. The people that are ranked between 21 and 50 will get this award, and the people that simply collect all of the stickers in the set, like I did here, will receive what they call the Hold'em award. And once the time limit is up, you go to your checklist screen, and once you're on the checklist screen, there will be a section where you can claim your award. So very cool. Again, another little nuance to the collecting app. Well, I think we're going to leave it at that for all you collectors out there. Again, a little bit at a time, showing you what the Quidd app is about, what you can do, what you can't do, many, many more things that I have to talk about in future videos. But in the meantime, enjoy your collecting, have a wonderful, blessed day, and we'll see you on the next video.